Hello, everyone. Is it okay if I stand here and talk? Thank you. It's more comfortable. I'm Manish Surapaneni. I'm the founder of Exterview. We're an agentic talent intelligence platform, and we're doing this with co-build with Microsoft. So we have a very different perspective in terms of how we build this in today's generation. Because of course, Just Like Code is a great tool, and pretty much everybody's doing like each other. So we have taken a little different approach. We thought how to make a recruiter a superhero. For example, I use AI on a daily basis, and I feel like a superhero. Now, why not just give a recruiter these powers? Not more tools, but what if you give them agents? Like, how do you make them more productive by giving these agents on a daily basis? And the core business metric that we actually follow is how do we make hiring as a revenue conversion funnel? Because if you take most GCCs or any IT specialized recruiting firms, the core metric is this, and this is what we're trying to focus on. If we go back to the history, most of the applications on the platforms or the ATS that you've seen, they're all built between 2010 and 2025. This is the first time in the entire stack where intelligence or decision making or reasoning abilities have come for the very first time, and most of the maturity has been gained in just last 6 months. So when we started to understand how big of a problem this is compared to both US and India, every year there are more than 3 billion resumes that have been created, 1 billion job applications that have been submitted, and more than 80 million people that are getting hired. What a platform does is we have 10 different agents that are configured. So every recruiter basically has this access to 10 different agents. And by using these agents, they can basically speed up their entire workflow 10x. And the way we are doing it is, so the agent basically has the entire workflow integration, starting from your job management, AI screening, human routes, background verification, and everything. And the recruiter basically has the access to talk to the agent from any communication channel. So we can integrate with your Teams, Slack, whatever your preferred communication channel is, we can do with that. And the agent basically goes, does the work, comes back, and then reports it to you. And in this particular workflow, we have a very strong setup that we have done for phone call agent, where we are directly connected with 11 Labs and OpenAI. And we also have a great voice interview, avatar interview. And we also have panel with co-pilot agents. And then we also have HR agents. So typically what we're trying to do is, of course, the same timeline impact, but instead of a sequential manner where everything goes one by one, the agent now has a parallel execution pattern where right now we're working with a customer called Answer. So they're doing like 25,000 interviews per month. So they have like billions and billions of these resumes that are passing, and we basically make sure there's a clear signal that is passed into the system. So it's a fully enterprise application. So right now we have like 4 different experiences. So we have a candidate experience, recruiter experience, hiring manager, and HRO. And what we're also trying to build is since there's a lot of human data that is being captured while you guys are using the platform, we're trying to save that data and also use it for the training for the same organization. So we're also building a skill ontology specific to the company. Let's say Accenture is using this. Accenture is using their own data, so they don't have to go out and train for a new LLM. Rather, we are only training it. So they're building their own agents with their own expertise. So this kind of data is not available outside because most of the data that is right now, which is trained, is all synthetic data. The only data that is getting generated on the fly right now is human data, which is happening through interviews. And let it be interviews, let it be HR rounds. That is where the real data and the real intent is getting created. Frankly speaking, none of this is actually possible 6 months back. Last three months, most of the LLMs have peaked their maturity, and today the reasoning capabilities are so good. Now, when you actually use the system in place, that's when you actually see the overall output. Like we ourselves were very mesmerized in terms of how these things are performing. In fact, Microsoft is actually helping us a lot, starting from AI Foundry, Agent Framework. Our goal with Microsoft is very clear. How do we build a scalable system that can be deployed across? For example, somebody like TCS, who has a global footprint, how do we basically make sure the system has access to all the recruiters in all the regions? So that is what we're working with Microsoft. So very hyper focused, built for enterprise. Right now we're integrated with Freedom. We're integrated with Diamond Box. Anybody who's using Diamond Box or Freedom, they can directly basically we are on the marketplace. You can directly start using this. So yeah, like we have a stall here. You can quickly take a demo, or you can also come to your office, give a demo. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Hey, do you guys have any clients now?
I'm sorry, sir.
I said, do you all have any clients now that are paying for this?
Yeah, so we have like six pilots that are happening. Generally, we do a 6 to 8 weeks pilot, and so we are a 9 months old startup.
Okay, so at the pilot phase when it comes to client acquisition.
Yes, yes. For example, in fact, we are also trying to work with JP Morgan. But typically to get it set, it takes 6 months. So the pilot meets all the compliance. So compliance is already cleared. Our focus is also to work with Microsoft S1 and all the strategic customers. So from a customer point of view, we're having Answer, we're having Sonata Software, we're trying to work with Accenture. So these are some of the customers.